Good afternoon to you. Welcome to this Saturday's edition of Scoreline. My name is Robinson Okeny. Of course, we are coming to you live from Qatar. It's all about the 2022 edition of the World Cup. Now, so far, 120 goals have been scored, and of those 120 goals, 10 have been scored in extra time. Very, very interesting. We've seen results that the world did not expect. Spain being beaten by Japan. Of course, Germany being beaten by Japan. And yesterday, Korea qualifying to the round of 16 after waiting for 6 minutes, that you could see how tormenting they were to those players. So I want us first to begin with taking a look at what the fans, Kenyan fans that came to watch the World Cup had to say. Remember, Odibets, that is the gaming firm, Odi brought fans to Qatar courtesy of the initiative called Tuende Qatar. Now Odi, and I want us to listen in why Odi they decided to come up with this initiative of bringing fans from Kenya to come and watch the World Cup.
I'm great, I'm happy. All the guys who managed to bring are happy.
Yes.
Everyone is experiencing. For me, this is a personal best.
Yes.
Because both Brazil and Cameroon are my teams.
Yes.
So I'm having a very 50-50 situation.
Yes.
Because I'm for Cameroon and I'm still for Brazil. Both of these are my teams. That is the first personal. The second thing is that I'm happy that we finally were able to fulfill the promise that we gave to the Kenyan mass. We had said we're all about big promises, big bets, big winnings, big bonuses, and this is one of the biggest wins we've had. I mean, it's seldom that you'll find a team, a company that will be able to bring an entire group of people, over 100, more than 100.
Yes, man, that's what I want to ask you next. How did you manage to bring together 100 people?
Passion.
In 2 weeks?
Passion.
Yes.
Passion. It's only passion.
I want you to tell Kenyans about
I can tell you one thing for sure. For us, what drives us is passion, perfectionism, and above all, integrity. We knew the moment we set our principles and the fact that we need to get pure winners, pure influencers, and a pure experience. Those three, when you combine them, we were sure we were going to be able to bring a level best amount of people who can come here. Yes. So what we did is we first of all put up a promotion where winners will be able to come in, get eligible for the promotion, deposit and stake their 99 shillings at 5.95 stake at Odibets. And after they've done that, they'll get into a jackpot, a pool. We decided to come up with a free and fair position where we have an algorithm that is going to pick winners. And once these winners are picked, we're going to give them the Qatar experience. And the whole Qatar experience is right from the journey, because we know very many people have actually never taken off in any airplane, less an A320, A380. Now they're taking off in an airplane that is as big as KICC. And then after taking off, they come, they land here, we give them the food experience, we take them to the desert, we take them rounds. But this particular one was a surprise. No one knew they were coming here. So this was a well-deserved surprise for our people. So for us to be able to keep that promise is a very big deal for us. It's a good year-end closer. We started the year well and we've ended it even better. So we're very grateful.
The games that you decided that, you know, the people that you brought here are going to watch, the first batch, it was Argentina in action at the Althumama Stadium.
Althumama.
The second batch, Brazil versus Cameroon. I mean, these are stadiums that feel, you know, this is more than 80,000.
Yes, actually, it's
Althumama is more than 60,000.
More than 60,000, yes.
Why did you decide that, you know, we have to give these people, you know, such an experience?
I'll tell you one thing for sure. Guys are so used to watching EPL on TV, and they never get an opportunity to watch their players live. So you can see where we are seated. We can literally smell their sweat. One of these guys came here to throw a ball, and I am sure one of his sweat drops touched me. So this experience is a once in a lifetime thing.
Yes.
And we chose the African Games because, of course, first and foremost, Africa is for Africa.
Yes.
And the second bit for it was, this one was a hard stopper for us because it is both Africa and a World Cup favorite, which is Brazil.
Yes.
So the choice of games was heavily based on our love for our motherland. That is one. And two, based on heavily the teams that people love in Kenya. So it was easy to make the decision because guys love Odibets in Kenya.
Yes.
Guys love these teams in Kenya. We give them what they love. I mean, it's just that easy.
Yeah, are we going to see more of such initiatives?
So definitely, as I mentioned during our launch,
Yes.
this is merely a first time. We plan to go bigger. We plan to go into other leagues that are existing.
Yes.
We plan to go into other sports. Needless to mention, I mean, rugby is a big deal for Kenyans.
Yes.
Soccer in other leagues. I don't need to get very specific.
Yes.
I don't want to really spill all our beans. But definitely we are getting into bigger international scopes.
Yes.
We have been an ardent supporter of our local leagues. So we asked ourselves, what more can we do beyond what we've done, you know? And this for sure, when you look at the eyes of these people, most of them have never gotten into a plane. Most of them have never been this close to any stadium.
Yes.
Even Kasarani, most of them end up there.
Yes.
For them to have that opportunity of coming this close, it's a big deal, really, really big deal for us.
Finally, do you feel like, you know, the more than 100 people that you brought here have felt, you know, what you guys wanted them to feel?
I can tell you for sure, right from the day they arrived in the office and got their flight tickets, that already was an accomplishment for us. Already by the look at the face, when someone holds that ticket and sees that their name is actually...
And it's actually an hospitality ticket.
Yeah, this is actually a VIP ticket.
This is the hospitality ticket that the fans were given, so you get to get a closer look of the action. Actually, the pitch is just a few yards away from where we are seated. So if any player was to pass along there, we can just wave and he can talk back. Yes. So
as well, we get VIP tags.
yes.
And the best part for me is this take home.
Yes.
Which is a very unique key holder. Courtesy of World Cup.
Yes. This is courtesy of FIFA.
Courtesy of FIFA.
Yes.
And Qatar.
Yes.
The sand you see inside this thing was actually collected here in Qatar.
Yes.
And it's put inside this key holder.
Yes.
And this is a take home that, you know, remains with you forever. And to all the people who've come, each and every one of our visitors gets to go home with this thing. So they'll forever remember that Odibets brought them to World Cup and gave them an experience they'll never forget. And it will never be forgotten in the books of Kenya that we have one company that actually decided to bring people here. Yeah.
Well, that is a conversation I had with Dedan Mungai, the general manager of Odibets. Now, let's get into the results from matches that were played yesterday. And remember, the match that we were watching with Dedan Mungai was Cameroon defeating Brazil, becoming the first African team to do so. But before we take a look at those results, I want us to begin with the games that were played earlier. And Ghana, the Black Stars of Ghana, were in